Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wawa, and I am back with game number 3 of this best of 3 series. It is still coming in from the MLG Orlando 2011 event. We have Millennium Stephano who will be spawning at the bottom left side of the map as the pink Zerg. His opponent is going to be WhiteRa who will be spawning at the top right corner of the map as the red Protoss. The map we have right now is Tal'Darim RLE. It is a 4-player map and 4 guitars in the middle, and this map is pretty much built for macro play, heavy macro play. If you're gonna defy that, go ahead. It is still a very heavy macro oriented map, but then again, still though, it all depends again on what your playstyle will be. And by the way, this is the MLG version. Now let's just double check because there is a new version of this map that just came out recently that Blizzard just released actually, that there is no more lower ground cliffs, which apparently this version still has. This lower ground cliffs was removed by Blizzard because no explanation at all. They just removed it, decided it was not really useful at all and such, or maybe just too OP for Blink Stalkers and Reapers and such. I don't know, never really explained it, just removed it, which is actually not that bad, not awesome, not really affecting the game style that much, but still though quite important or significant if you are gonna go for a specific opening, especially Reaper openings and such, and Blink Stalker strategies and such as well. You need to keep that in mind because different versions of the map could be fatal, especially if you're gonna go for one version and you're gonna notice that, oh no, it's not there. You're gonna have to just decide to go for another playstyle, but then again, it might be too late already. Spawning pool going down right here for Stephano, and also hatchery going down. So wow, so I guess he was surprised that there weren't no pylon block right there going on by the natural expansion of his area, as we do have WhiteRa gonna go for Nexus again here. So both players are indeed following the flow of the map, gonna go for macro play, not really doing anything cheesy and such, just really doing the basics, not really gonna go for any harassment at all and such. So it's gonna be a long game. Anyways, if you guys have not seen game number 2 yet, or game number 1, you guys should definitely check it out. It was a pretty entertaining match, a couple of entertaining match. Both players, I never really expect that WhiteRa would win game number 1, and game number 2 WhiteRa just kind of threw it away with his drop play with Warp Prism, because he lost so many units in that warp drop, and he got so behind the economy, excuse me, in army unit count, and when he pushed out, he just got completely overwhelmed with a lot of mutalisks and a lot of roaches and such from Stephano. So that's pretty much cost him the game, and that pretty much gave Stephano the win as well. So it is all tied up 1-1 right now. By the way, this is from the open bracket of the MLG Orlando. This is in the winners area, so whoever loses this will go to the losers bracket, but then again, whoever loses the losers bracket will go home. So it is really crucial if you should win this or not, because you know, every win counts, every lose is really deadly. So you need to keep everything up to pace and such. You need to keep your game up, and really doesn't, you can't really slack off. Anyways, WhiteRa gonna be trying to complete this wall off. There is a small area right here, most likely a couple of units can pass by, or maybe a zealot can finish that off. But this wall off is composed of a gateway, a forge, and a cybernetic scar. Very typical wall off right here. Mine needs a couple of gas very early, not really different from the norm. Just pretty much that Protoss players really has enough, or really uses gas earlier on, and they have something to use it on. Unlike for Zerg players, they don't really need gas that early on, so they kind of hold back a little bit in gas until to the mid to late game stages, or until they're gonna tech to layer and such. Because basically in early stages, you just need your speed to be researched and such. That's pretty much it. Maybe layer, you'll get there though eventually. Anyways, we have a third hatchery going down right here, but then again, it was scouted by WhiteRa. Very nice play. I didn't even know that he was gonna go for it, that he was going for that, but Stephano was hiding a base here, and WhiteRa completely found about it. And we'll see what WhiteRa can do about it, as we do a speed done right here for Stephano as well. So those Zergins are just gonna roam around the field all over the map right now. And I think I'm wondering if Stephano is gonna cancel this, as this first out is gonna reach this base right now of WhiteRa, of Stephano, excuse me. And wondering if he's gonna kill that, or maybe he's gonna wait and see and let it finish before he gets to cancel it. So this is gonna be pretty huge. Oh, the hatchery is gonna finish. Is WhiteRa gonna commit to an attack? No signal of it thus yet. We do have a good amount of Zergins right here on the field right now, so he's just gonna keep that Zealot just park right there to keep it still alive as long as he can. And then there's a complete wall up right here for WhiteRa as well. Oh, interesting. We'll see if this is gonna be pretty useful for him, if it's indeed a complete wall up. But then again, it is only a pylon, not like the same a while ago in game number 2 where he completely walled himself up with 2 gateways and a cybernetic score. So he has no choice but to kill off a $150 building. But anyways, the Zealot tried to get out, but barely did anything at all. So he's just gonna allow WhiteRa to, or Stephano, to just do that. Wow, this is gonna be pretty huge. But then again, WhiteRa can barely do anything at all. He doesn't have any unit producing structure as of this moment. Only 4 gateways, not even warp gate. Finally morphing them to warp gate. He does have a good amount of units, but then again, I don't think it's gonna be enough to kill off this base right now, as there are a lot of units on the way right now for Stephano. We have 7 roaches on the way. Spore crawlers are all over the field, and Glale reconstitution, roach speed is on the way as well for Millennium Stephano. So right now it is 83 against 87. Right now Harvester tab, we have 54 against 47 in favor of WhiteRa. WhiteRa really doesn't forget to make his probe. That's really awesome of him. Never really stops, barely misses a beat. Whenever he needs probes, he just makes them a lot. Never really needs to repeat it up. But then here we see a couple of Zergling run by right there. He was able to kill off a probe. But again, that's pretty much it, as WhiteRa is trying to go for a 3rd base as fast as he can, because right now he is really behind, as disappointed a bit. He has another base, but then again, the drop Warp Prism play right here, engaging right now. But then again, we do have a Spore Crawler on the field as well. How many units are gonna do damage here inside the base of WhiteRa? He was able to kill off the Queen with that last wing of that Zealot. Very nice play. He was able to do so much damage here. Amazing stuff by WhiteRa, but then again, everything got killed off for WhiteRa as well. So was it a fair trade? He was able to kill a queen, but then again, factor in the cost of Warp Prisms and all those Zealots that went down and such. But then again, he also killed off a couple of probes as well. So it's kind of confusing. But then again, I guess I would say it was pretty much worth it, because it is indeed WhiteRa, and we'll see how WhiteRa will do after that, as we do have a small amount of unit right here, but there is a ton of roaches on the other side of the map right now. Oh, this is gonna be pretty huge. He's gonna be able to snap off, or at least force to cancel on that Nexus. He's gonna try to focus fire on that right now. Is he gonna try to focus on cancel? Not even a cancel. He was able to focus fire on it very nicely by Stephano, but then again, he is gonna lose a ton of roaches. Very nice play as well by WhiteRa. Oh my god. He killed so many roaches in that collection right there, and Stephano has dropped a ton of blue supply. It is now 106 against 108. He was able to just remax again by making 13 roaches on the way, and we do have a Spire on the way as well. As you did see, there are Colossus in the field. WhiteRa just really likes this Colossus place, because I don't know why other Protoss players transition to just going for Archon plays, because the Colossus death ball is still pretty deadly still, and that's why WhiteRa is still keeping to that. Even though there will be Corruptors on the field or Mutas on the field, it is still gonna be pretty deadly. And I don't know, it's gonna be pretty hard to counter. But then again, here we go, we're gonna see an expansion going down right here for Stephano. In just 1 second, he was able to kill off the rocks, as he is gonna go for a 4th base very shortly. We do have a good amount of Immortals here. Let's look at the units here real quick. We have 22 roaches in the field with 3 queens and 18 Zerglings, and on the other side we have 2 Immortals, 1 Colossus, 7 Stalker, and 4 Sentries. That's pretty much it. That's not really a big army right there for WhiteRa. It's actually pretty scary army, pretty skimpy if you think about it. But anyways, we are gonna see a drop here. 2 Immortals loaded up on that Warp Prism. Is it gonna be proven effective though? We do have 1 Spore Crawler on the lower ground, but then again, is he gonna have vision of that I don't think so. We do have one spine crawler as well, trying to do as much damage as he can to those zealots. We do have the immortal finally landing, but again, he is not gonna land that on the high ground anytime soon right now, as he was just second to it, and now he's gonna focus on the sport crawler. The sport crawler is gonna go down. More units are being wiped in right here by WhiteRa, and all of the runners, all of the units of Stephano has been forced to move back right here as well. All the immortals are gonna go down though. Oh my god, one immortal is still surviving right here. So now it is a chase for the Muta versus the Warp Prism. Which one is faster? It looks like Mutas are just much faster, and he is gonna lose that Warp Prism. Oh man, unfortunately for WhiteRa, he lost a Warp Prism, a couple of immortals, and a good number of zealots as well. And what did he get in turn? I think he only got like a couple of drones and a couple of zealots maybe, and also the spore crawler and the spine crawler. Not really a fair trade if you would think about it. But anyways, here we go. Mutas are on the field right now. How many mutas do we have? We have 16 mutas on the field. Oh man, that is such a scary army. Zerglings are quite fast and mutas are quite fast as well, so he's gonna be all over the field, and WhiteRa is gonna be forced to go all over the field as well to defend this. And he's gonna go for this third base right now. Gonna try to focus around one gateway. Gateway is really low on HP in such a quick fashion right there. 188 against 165 right now in favor of Stephano. We do have a dark train on the way right now here for WhiteRa, and also Blink is almost done as well. We have +2 attack going down and almost done as well for WhiteRa. Colossus are on the way still for WhiteRa, so he's not gonna be stopping this Colossus production because he does see that there are mutas on the field, and mutas aren't really that good against Colossus. So still, though, they're quite good because there are air units. But then again, they don't have the the range or the health amount of those corruptors. Corruptors are just awesome against Colossus and such. They just do massive damage. But then again, in return, they don't really attack ground. Anyways, 185 against 191 right now in favor of Stephano, but just a little bit though, and now Stephano is maxed out. We do have a vase going down right here. I don't think Stephano has any idea that this is happening, but we do have harassment here at the back with mutas. That's a lot of mutas on the field right now. Gonna try to kill off as many of those probes as fast as he can. Both cannons did go down, and the mutas, it's about time to go out of there. He was able to do the damage that he needed. And we do. Oh no, the Colossus is gonna get caught off guard right here. But anyway, he's not even focusing fire on the Colossus. He's just gonna focus fire on the Sentries, which might be an ideal, a much ideal focus target. But then again, here we go. The Colossus are gonna absorb some damage here again. One Colossus is gonna go down really fast. Another one is definitely gonna go down. Wow, so many Colossus are gonna go down here for WhiteRa. That is such an unfortunate event right there for WhiteRa. He lost so many key units right here, and now he's gonna lose all of these stalkers as well. Very nice play right here by Stephano, engaging even though he is losing so many mutas. There was just too many mutas. He just focused right on all those Colossus, and he had barely any anti-air around that time. But now finally he's gonna go for the counter attack. As it stands, it is 178 against 145 right now in favor of Stephano. My god, unfortunately for WhiteRa, he just lost so many stuff in that collision. He lost all of his immortals, or all of his Colossus, excuse me. And I don't think he's gonna continue with his Colossus production anymore because they are just too damn expensive. And he's just gonna go for Blink harassment as of this moment. He's killing off one spine crawler, focusing on the clean and such. And we do have Zerglings just roaming around the field right now. Wow, everything, there's so much action all over the field. Those Zerglings saw that there is a base here. But then again, there's a Foilan cannon right there. And he's gonna try to focus around the Nexus, but then again, I don't think it's gonna be enough though. We do have Stalkers right here still roaming the field right now. Gonna try to focus around the hatchery. But then again, the Rosh army is gonna come in the frame. The Infestors are on the frame as well. Oh, Miss Fungal Growth right there on those Infestors. But then again, there you go. Finally, the Fungal Growth has hit. And another Fungal Growth landed right there on a good amount of Stalkers as well. But then again, there might be has to be too much Stalkers on the field right now. 151 against 144. Oh my god, WhiteRa, how did you do that? Killing up so many stuff right here. This WhiteRa, he was so behind a while ago, but now he is in the lead with food supply. Amazing play right here by WhiteRa. I just noticed that I wasn't really focusing on the food supply as I thought he was still losing. But again, here we go. Finally, the reinforcement of Stephano coming in the frame right now. All the Stalkers are really low in HP right now, but still though, there's barely anything doing right here for Stephano. He was able to still focus around the Colossus. He was unfortunate that he had one foot on the lower ground, and he was able to snipe that off. Very nice play. Stephano again in the lead, 140 against 113. Harassment right here at the other side of the base right now. Dark Stalkers are all over the field. That's why he is doing so much damage. He must have killed so many Stalkers or so many drones in the process. He's gonna try to snap off this hatchery as fast as he can. Where is the Overseer? The Overseer is on the way, but again, he is not gonna make it. The hatchery is gonna go down. Very, very nice play. Harvester time, we have 76 against 76 right now. It is all tied up. We have 4 mulas on the way. And finally, he has quieted down just a little bit. There are still some units right here on the high ground. But it was damn crazy for a couple minutes over there. There's just so many action. I was just completely surprised that WhiteRa was able to take the lead in food supply and that mix as well for a few seconds. But then again, Stephano having the better macro, he was able to get the lead once more and was able to take out as many WhiteRa's units as he can. Turning out to be an epic game so far. 174 against 129. Now Stephano, he's just in a massive lift as of this moment. Look at that 50 food supply lead, and he's gonna kill up 3 Stalkers right here in the mix. So here we go. The Zerglings are gonna come in, but again, there are some Archons in the field, and they are gonna do massive splash damage on all those mulas. They are all clumped up, and all the army of Stephano are gonna be forced to move back. 164 against 127 right now. A Colossus is alone in the field. Oh no, the Colossus is lonely, and all the Archons are gonna get surrounded. Very, very nice play right here by Stephano. He's just luring all of the army of WhiteRa little by little apart. I guess this is how you engage the Protoss Death Ball. You know, you just lure them away from each other. Just try to just drag each other like a slow units at the back, and then go for a counterattack. Go around it. Just focus fire on it like the Colossus. I don't know. It's crazy stuff right here so far. As it stands, it's 179 against 145. It is still tied up in Harvester tab. So it's still pretty good. Stephano's still looking pretty good. He was able to kill off a hatchery. Or excuse me, WhiteRa was able to kill off a hatchery. So it's not really looking that bad for WhiteRa as of this moment. We have 25 Stalkers on the field. We have 4 Dark Templars as well. I have no idea where they place them. 2 Zealots as well to defend. But thinking the hatchery is really low on HP. Is he gonna be able to pull off a snipe here? It looks like he is. The hatchery is indeed, the Nexus is indeed gonna go down. Very, very nice play right there by Stephano, coming in, picking up the hatchery, and then getting out. Very nice play, and I think that completely wrecked WhiteRa's production or income. As I don't know, let's look at the income chart real quick. He still does have income, but then it's really, really low. Unlike Stephano, even though he has a fewer number of harvesters, I guess those Dark Templars did a number of damage. Look at that 10 kills right there on that one Dark Templar alone. I wish I could see infestors on a minimap. I hate it. I guess I'm just gonna go 4x3 and very soon on or my next cast. But again, it's not really gonna look appealing and such as well. 158 against 200, and now the Millennium Stephano is all maxed out. And again, here we go. The clash is gonna happen right now. There are some Archons in the field. Archons are gonna completely wiped out. But again, all those mules are all clumped up. Is it gonna be enough? There are a good number of roaches here, and also a good number of Stalkers here as well in the mix. All the mule ball is gonna go down. 14 more Stalkers are on the way, and all of the army of WhiteRa are dwindling really, really fast. He couldn't really max out as much as he wanted. He still has 1,000 in the bank though, so he can just remax whenever the next cooling cycle is finished with those warp gate units or warp gate buildings. This is just pretty much his income right now. He's just mining from afar. He has nothing here in the natural. He has barely anything here by the third, and that's pretty much how he is surviving, barely but surely surviving. One Colossus is on the way. I guess he knows that there are no more air units here on the field, and just mass roaches and mass infestors. He can just pretty much be comfortable with making or starting to make more Colossus right now. But then again, is it gonna be cost efficient? No, I don't think it's gonna be cost efficient, unless of course you kill at least 10 or 20 of those roaches. Then you can say it's gonna be cost efficient. But anyway, 165 against 110 right now. 50 food lead for Millennium Stephano. Oh man, we have mind control being researched here. Neural parasite in Zerg language, it's neural parasite. Look at all of the army. If you look at the minimap, there's just so many army right here for Millennium Stephano. He is now maxed out one more time. Oh, this is gonna be pretty huge. I think WhiteRa is not gonna be able to hold this up, but then again, we'll see. WhiteRa has pulled miracles off before. He was able to kill off Boxer in Starcraft Brood War, and a lot of Koreans were surprised, and that's how Korea's got to be known. But anyways, look at that fungaling that Dark Templar. He doesn't even care right now. This is gonna be pretty huge. WhiteRa's just gonna defend this base right now, and I think Stephano's actually can just go to another base because there's barely anything at all right now. Look at that, using probes for defense for that Colossus. This is actually pretty funny. Those probes are gonna take some damage for that Colossus, and that Colossus might even survive if ever WhiteRa or Stephano decides to engage that. And look at that, the Colossus is gonna be able to get away and join the rest of his buddies. 128 against 198. There's just too much supply deficit right here as of this moment, and forcing WhiteRa to plop down a couple of those force wells as well. And I think indeed he's just doing the right thing right now, is he just go and attack the natural expansion of WhiteRa. Wow, this is such a tense moment right now. This is I don't know, like what, I don't know what WhiteRa can do. Maybe go for a miracle defense like that. Not even he could have split the army of Stephano in half if he had better force field, but again, I'm pretty sure it's too much to call or too much to ask for. And again, here we go, another wave of force right here, not really slicing the army, but again, doing a ton of damage. Impressors are going down really fast, but there might just be too many Colossus. One Colossus goes down. There might just be too many roaches, excuse me, and the roach numbers is just doing a ton of damage right here. There's barely anything at all right now for WhiteRa and this army, and Stephano is gonna go a click and gonna try to kill off as many as he can. Looks like he is gonna do that as he is still making 20 roaches on the way, 14 circuits on the way as well. He has just massive economy as of this moment, and WhiteRa is gonna have to GG very, very shortly. Damn, very, very good game right here by Stephano. There was some huge clashes in this game, and unfortunately for WhiteRa, is going to be forced to move back to the lower bracket, and maybe he's going to do some miracles there as well. 145 against 86 right now. I don't know, it's really hard. It's really hard for WhiteRa to come back at this. Equal amounts of harvesters and such. He did hold good though. He did do quite well, but again, I don't think it's gonna be enough though. 144 against 62, and I think this is pretty much it. He is all cornered up. He's about to lose this Nexus. Roaches are just roaming around the field right now and just chilling by the Nexus, the only mining base of WhiteRa, and WhiteRa finally GG's and says well played as well. Good game by Millennium Stephano, taking the series off of WhiteRa 2-1. Moving on to the next round in the open brackets, winners round as well. So that's it for the series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, violent actions, please do not hesitate to post them down below in the comment section, and I will try my best to improve them or react to them, or I don't know, try to reply to them as fast as I can, and it's always appreciated, by the way. And I will try my best to cast more StarCraft 2 games from MLG Orlando in the coming days. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm out. Peace out. I'm out. Bye bye.